Okay, it's been a really bad day. It's been a really bad day. And I've done too many videos today, and none of them have come out. So I'm putting you both to work. I need the help. I've put out help requests on YouTube, and people have given me thumbs down. People have literally given me thumbs down. So I want to do this video. I love this book. I need all your support. Could you please like and subscribe? And if the video comes out with jibber jibber jibber, mute it, put on the closed captions, and go with the flow. Or just please play it out. Just please let the video run its full length. I need the viewings. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what to do. HP says it's not their fault. The computer's working fine. All the diagnostics come back fine. Yeah. But when you go watch those videos on YouTube and they come out jibber 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 jibber, it's not fine. Someone said it's the software. I don't know what to do. I spent too much money on this computer, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't. If I hadn't spent so much, I would go out and buy a second one. But the problem is I spent every last dime, and actually more, because it's going to take me a year to pay this off. And I never should have bought this high grade one. I should have bought the middle or lower grades. Then I would have been able to afford a second computer, but I can't do that. So I want to warn you, this is the D. Louise book series. What you see is what you get. If you're still here, because my analytics say you only watch 18 seconds. I'm Christina, Kristina. This is where I read books and talk about books. There's no special effects going on here. What you see is what you get. Hell, I don't even know if the first video for this book came out or not. I don't know. But anyways, please check out my Star Trek Next Generation recaps. I redid those videos 4 times. I'm over it. And I'd love those Times Arrow 1 and Times Arrow 2, Realm of Fear, Man of the People. Please watch those. Also, please watch the Flashback Mondays. I can't tell you how many. I redid today's the upcoming video for today 3 times. And I'm just, it got shorter and shorter each time. The whole video is 2 hours. The one that's going to air, I think it's 1 hour and 15 minutes. I'm not sure. That's how much I cut out and reduced it each time I did it. So, be prepared for spoilers. Lots and lots of spoilers. I hope this video comes out. There are no guarantees. But it's Passions in Death. Passions in Death. There we go. It's also got an interesting, I don't even know if the other video worked or not. You'll have to let me know if you saw the other video. It's got an interesting cover. It says inside, do you have what it takes to be a detective in the NYPSD? Show your skills and spot the 10 differences between the 2 pictures. What do you think? Can you spot the differences? I know the one difference is the color of the thing here and the thing here. It's a different color. So here, you get one more time. You get one more time. All right. So, Passions in Death. My gal pal is here to show me support if she comes up here. So, I love this book. I love sharing it. I will not share the whodunit, but I will spoil everything else. Literally everything else about the characters, because I love these books so much. All right, so Erin Albright was at the Down and Dirty, where cracks place. We know Eve is a lieutenant with the New York City Police and Security Department. Peabody is her work partner, and Rourke is her husband, and McNabb is Peabody's life partner, but he's also a detective in the EDD department. He works with Feeney, Eve's old boss, old supervisor. Now he's captain. Feeney is now captain of EDD. Mira is the department shrink. Whitney is her superior. We do not see too much of him in this book at all. And Mr. Mirror, we get a brief appearance of him. He's kind of off stage. We have Reineke and the gang, and we don't see Trueheart or Baxter too much at all either. They get peripheral viewings. This book takes place over less than a week period of time, maybe. I don't 2, 3, maybe 3, 4 days. Because it starts on a Monday night when the murder occurs. The girl gets killed at Crack's place in one of the privacy rooms. And this was the bridal shower kind of thing. And they were getting married on Saturday. And it was an LGBT wedding. 2 girls were getting married to each other. And they were totally, absolutely in love. And the one girl was going to surprise the other girl with a trip. And she was going to put on this sexy Hawaiian outfit and then surprise her spouse-to-be about the trip, because she had sold a large painting. And she gets murdered. And so Eve and Rourke are pulled to the club in the middle of the night. We don't see too many other officers besides McNabb, Peabody. We do get a brief appearance by Mavis and Leonardo. I'm over it. After 60 books, I don't need to know that Eve arrested Mavis. It's getting old hat. We don't need to know all that anymore. It's old. I love the breakfast with Rourke. There's a couple of cute scenes. I don't know. They're not. I do love. They're checking up and they're talking about Mavis and the kid, and he's telling her that the place is a space. So does a pace mean ahead of schedule? It does. Still a bit of time before everything complete, but they can continue to move things into the finished areas or where they were storing others in the garage. I thought we'd have the garden sculpture you wanted for Mavis and the lamp you wanted for Peabody delivered next week. That way Peabody can find the place she wants for the lamp, and we can set up the sculpture where Mavis wants it. Fine, but that takes care of the whole we have to give you something for getting a house thing, right? It does, though a bottle of wine when they have their house warming, which they wouldn't be amiss. There's another, she pointed at him. A foot, amiss. Why the extra letter? But why gifts? Check. She made a check mark in the yard, then attacked her omelet. And yeah, they're going to have a party. Nobody ever learns. Someone could get bashed with a frozen round of marble rye. It happened before. It could happen again. Nothing is ever boring. Then Mavis is going to pop out number 2, except it's not pumping. It's this weird whole ungodly process, which you shouldn't bring up over breakfast, please, God, he added. And she's already said we have to be there again. Not over breakfast. Don't speak of it. Another gift. But there should be a gift once number 2 arrives. Another gift. It's never ended. For Mavis, for the kid. My information is a gift for Mavis would be thoughtful, but one for the baby is required. The nursery is nearly done. Mavis and Leonardo decided on a magic theme. What, like rabbits coming out of a hat? No, stage magic, darling. A magical forest with theme winged fairies, friendly dragons, and sort. Oh yeah, that sounds like them, but like what happens to get the kid out? I'm not thinking about it. Well, now, I had thought on the gift it would cover all of it. Though Bella's getting a bed and a crib and such will move into the nursery. The rainbow chair isn't moving. It's Bella's after all, and suits her new room. A magic chair, forest chair would suit the nursery. The same sort of chair, but with the nursery theme. That would really cover it all. Let's do that. Mavis has already has Leonardo working on the fabric design, as it's something she's won. And he's agreed to distract her there, run it by us, and tell her there's a bit more of a backlog. But it'll be done by the time they bring the baby home. So that's my first part. Then they talk about uh, a toy chest. Um uh we'll just leave it at that. Um so there are two uh, I did the audiobooks for this with Audible because I tried to savor the book as much as I possibly could. I actually stretched it out 3 days. So I tried really hard to, to savor it because it is my favorite author in the whole wide world. There are two errors in the book. Um, it's supposed to say Shauna at one point, and it says Erin, and it's supposed to. There's another error. There's two errors that I found in the first four chapters. So that'll be an extra 20 or 30 years from now. People will be able to, it'll be more valuable because there's the errors. I do not know why that happens, but that's what happens. They can tell if not only is it a first edition, but it's a first edition with errors. And you are a little blurry, but we're going to deal with it because your audio is okay. Your video is pretty pristine. I'm waiting to see what happens with your audio. I could really use the support here. So yeah, then they talk about, oh, let me put this on silent. I am sorry. I am not doing very well today at all. Okay. Then Peabody and Eve are talking. And they're talking about a tribe of friends. It's like you and Mavis. Though she saw where Peabody was going, Eve decided to make her work for it. Mavis and I never planned to marry each other. Now that I think about it, you'd make a cute couple. But what is it? The two of you recognized each other on some level. So even though you busted her for street grifting way back, and that's what I'm talking about. They don't need to keep bringing this up. Every single book they bring it up, and they don't need to keep bringing it up anymore. It's been done. It's 60 books. We know about Mavis. So even though you busted her for street grifting way back, the two of you stuck. I met Mavis through you, and we have that hook, but we also have our own level of friendship. Same with the rest of the tribe. Eve pulled into the garage essential. Now we have a tribe? Sure. You, Mavis, me, Nadine, Rio, Mira, Trina. Wait, after she got out of the car. Don't I get a vote on tribe membership? I never voted for Trina. Eve is fearful of Trina. Fearful because Trina controls her hair and makeup, and she hates hair and makeup. And Trina scares her. I don't know why, but it's been a little better since Trina had the murder thing go. So you'll have to check that out. Then they talk about friends with benefits. Have you heard the term friends with benefits? This time they're calling it a booty buddy. So it's being, but they talk about how complicated it gets. So that's that. And let's see. I don't want to spoil too much. Let me see what this says. I don't remember. I didn't write down. I said read this part, but I didn't write down what the read this part was. He's okay. So okay, that's part of the case. We don't want that. So they interview people. They spend several days interviewing people, and we get an update from Crack and Rochelle about Dorian is doing good at Andian. She was one of the girls from the human traffic. No, not the human traffic. It was from the last book. And Tom the Mouser. Yeah, she was. She was with the human trafficking thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So we get an update on them in the book. And Eve and Rourke go to Palumbo's Pizza, the first pizza place that Eve ever went to. And they discuss why he won't buy it because it would change things. And then we have Breakfast with Rourke again. We have 2 breakfasts, and I think that's why I'm leading to think it's 3 days. We have 4 meals. So it might be 4 days. They talk about the new house and Peabody McNabb and Leo and Mavis. They talk about all that stuff again. And then Jenkins talks to Eve about an old case. And I like this. Now, Peabody is the only one that's going to think of this stuff. Eve would never think about it. She'd sit there and kick that vending machine 6 ways to Sunday. And I wrote all the vending machine ones down, but I'm not going to do them all. But it's Peabody. We've got time before she gets here. I'm going to grab something from vending. Fine. Or, Peabody stretched out the word, we could both get something from your auto chef and not risk autonomy. Fine, bring it here. Great, what do you want? Whatever. Peabody let out a wistful sigh. I wish I could think whatever about my food. My pants wouldn't just get loose, they'd fall off. Then if you tripped over them and bashed your face, I'd have to arrest you for indecent exposure. After I took a vid for the bullpen's enjoyment. I now see the wisdom in my non-whatever attitude regarding food. We'll have some pasta salad. How do you know my AC stocks pasta salad? Due to my wise attitude toward food. Okay. And then they talk about Eve's candy bar, too. That candy thief is still out there, and she's forever trying to figure out who it is. And it's my theory. It's just my personal theory. All right, peoples. It's Nora. She's wrote herself into the book, and it's Nora. And Nora said she will never, ever, ever reveal who it is. Maybe in the very, very last book. And to tell you the truth, I hope this series never, ever ends. Ever ends. So, I know there was one more thing. We check up with Feeney. We check up with Calendar. I love this book to death. And I love all the conversations between Eve and Peabody. And I just enjoy this book. I enjoy this series. And I hope you would please like and subscribe this video. It's just awesome. I could sit here and read it to you all day. I just enjoy this book. If you could please hit the like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. We got some more surprises coming down the line. We are reading James Patterson's Alex Cross series, J.O. Ward's Black Dagger Brotherhood, and C.S. Harris' St. Cecilia's book, Sebastian St. Cyr's. As I can get the books, they're proving a little hard to get to. But I love Passions and Death. And please hit the like and subscribe. This is so much fun. I'm going to do this again in a couple months. We'll come back to it. And thank you.